Now, from Huduma number to Maisha number, and now a digital ID that doesn't need a physical equivalent. That is what Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen is promising Kenyans as the Ministry of Interior commences a nationwide mass identity card registration campaign following the scrapping of ID registration fees by President William Ruto. Murkomen also defended the president's revocation of the vetting process of Kenyans living along the country's borders, saying it was discriminatory. And as NTV's Bridget Ngana reports, preparation for the digital ID are now in the...
At the Shabab grounds in Nakuru, national identity card applicants arrived to register for a document that ascertains their citizenship. Among them are Kenyans who have just attained the age of 18 that qualifies them to apply for the document. Since 2023, the Ministry of Interior has been charging 1,000 shillings to apply for an ID and 2,000 shillings for replacement. But now it is free.
Niliambiwa na a friend that kutakuwa na this mass registration, that so nikaamua nikuje. I try out my luck nione kanta pata the ID.
Wameangalia kwa sector economy, unajua tena ukianza kulipa hiyo tena ni stress nyingine, mtu kwanza kutafutia pesa ID ni nini. Sasa naona juni free tumekuwa able sasa watu wamejitokeza wengi by the way.
Kuna watu waliweka propaganda wakasema rais alifanya hivyo kwa sababu alikuwa anatafuta kura. Nia ya serikali yoyote ni kutumikia wananchi wote wa Kenya kwa usawa. Na sio tu kwamba usaidie watu kwa sababu wamekupigia kura, ama kwamba wale wenye umewasaidia ati wako na kura mingi. Hata mtu ambaye anatoka jamii ama familia ambayo ni marginalized wako na haki ya kulindwa kwa katiba vile katiba inasema katika taifa letu.
The cancellation of vetting, especially for Kenyans living along the border, being a reprieve for some of the applicants, with the CS assuring Kenyans that security agencies are on high alert to ensure no aliens get identity cards.
Ilikuwa ni shida sana kupata ID. Huenda kama wewe ulikuwa umesomea hapa na pengine wazazi wako wametoka sehemu nyingine, like tuseme unodistan huko, unaambiwa uende uchukue detail huko, ama uende utafute security ya chief wako kutoka area baba yako ametoka. Lakini sasa tunashukuru Waziri Murkomen amekuja kuondoa hiyo tatizo.
The discontinuation of vetting is not meant to ensure is merely meant to ensure a more efficient customer-friendly registration process. The government has retained the necessary verification controls to deter the fraudulent issuance of identification documents to any non-citizen wherever they may be, whether they are in border counties or all over the country.
And soon, Kenya's identity card registration will go paperless through the National Digital Identity Management System. Previous attempts to have a central digital record of identification of persons in the country have been met with speculation over the safety of the data and privacy of Kenyans while enlisting for a digital ID. In the past, such decisions failed to meet the public participation threshold, with the courts suspending the cabinet decisions in the interim.
Ukienda hata kununua kitu kwa supermarket ama wapi, unaulizwa wapi ID ama benki, unatoa tu ile code yake. Inaonyesha tu hivi, inaonyesha ni wewe, tunaonyesha sura yako, inatokea. Si lazima ubebane na ID ile physically, unatembea unaambiwa. Hata ukutana na polisi usiku na umepatikana kwa kona mbaya, wakuulize wewe ni nani, unatoa simu yako, unaonyesha ID yako kwa simu yako.
It's not the first time that the government has introduced a digital ID. In fact, former President Uhuru Kenyatta's regime introduced the Huduma number, which now has metamorphosized into Maisha number under the Kenya Kwanza government. The Ministry of Interior is also targeting Kenyans outside the country to register for their identity cards in the spirit of having dual citizenship. In a bid to also stamp his authority, the Minister for Interior now says that the police recruitment exercise that is supposed to kick off any time now will only have shortlisted candidates. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru.